Karyn Bryant for MMA H.E.A.T. I'm here with Strikeforce champ Daniel Cormier, who just took us through the paces here at immediate workout at the Ultimate Fighter. I'm gonna ask for your honest opinion. How did I do out there, Daniel?
No, you did great, Karyn. Like I just told you, I'm so proud of you, and just the fact that you really took to it like naturally. I mean, you're doing some MMA training and you're holding out on me. You're sandbagging on me. You've been wrestling for a long time.
Here's the thing. I'm trying to line up a media fight here, and so yeah, I want to lay back. I want to lay back a little bit. But you know, honestly, I think I'm kidding aside, but I do have a low center of gravity. That actually really does help, right?
That's what helps me. I mean, everybody talk about me being so short and everything else, but guys, I just move them around the cage. You know, I'm able to control pace and distance because I am short. You know, I've got a low center of gravity and I'm explosive, and I'm able to close the distance on these big guys.
And so, is there a fundamental thing? I mean, obviously, you taught us some real basics. So yeah, like day one, if a person is going to a wrestling gym, I feel like people's preconceptions about wrestling are different than the reality. So what are the first things that you would learn day one if you went to a wrestling gym?
Learning to get in the stance. I mean, it's such an abnormal position to be in. Bent over at the waist, legs squatted down. It's like you're sitting in a squat. Most people do a few squats and they're burnt out. Your legs are done, you know, but not in a wrestling gym. The first thing they would teach you is how to sit in that stance and just learn to move around. Real basic stuff.
And the hands are important too, right?
Very important. You have to be able to grab. You know, we teach our kids to grab like we're holding a Coke can so that you can grab people, you know, because your natural reaction is to be like this. You know, you want to hold it like this or like this, you know, so it's very important that you tell them hold a Coke can so that their hands are facing the opponent and able to grab at the opponent.
So let's talk. You did just mention about being able to take bigger guys down. Obviously, when you fought Josh Barnett, you were doing whatever you wanted, and the guy's, you know, 6'4" or something like that. So if you can explain the mechanics of how you actually do that?
Just kind of putting my moves together, getting to his legs and not only looking to one finish, looking for my first finish, second finish, third, and having a number of options back to back. You know, so I mixed it up with Josh and was able to score some takedowns successfully.
Both of you guys came away from that fight with hand injuries. How's yours doing?
Doing good, man. I had the surgery. It's healing really good. It's I just scar bad. I mean, it's ahead of schedule.
What exactly happened?
I broke the metacarpal again, third time. You know, so I needed to have the surgery.
Yeah, you think? Do you think it's an issue with the gloves, or just something just because they're punching a guy that's got a hard head?
No, I think that I think that I hurt it in against Bigfoot Silva. Initially broke and it hurt really bad. Then when I hit it with Luke, it hurt pretty bad. And then when I broke it with Josh, it hurt bad, but not as bad. But I knew it was broken, so maybe it just wasn't completely healed the way that it needed to. Maybe it healed a little wrong or something.
So what do they have in store for you in terms of one more fight? I know that was the idea, was that you wouldn't get over to the UFC quite yet. You'd stay for kind of like a showcase fight. Yeah. Any ideas on who that could be?
No, I don't know. They haven't told me anything yet. I think the schedule's really busy. Obviously, you know, the UFC, and they're busy. Strikeforce is busy. Just announced Luke's fight and then Ronda's fight, and then I think they might have even announced another fight the next month, you know, so everybody's real busy right now, and being that I'm not going to be on any of those cards with my hand, they've got some time to find someone to actually do it.
And how do you feel about that, or are you just itching? I mean, I know you need healing time, but are you itching to just get in there in the UFC?
You know, I think before it was a little bit more important that I knew, but now after watching the UFC 146, I think, when Kane fought, and Dana sat after the press conference and said that I'll be in the UFC and I'll get a championship fight, that kind of closes the door on all the wonder, you know, so it's done. I'm going. My time's going to come, and I'm excited about it, but I know I have business, and Strikeforce, Showtime, they've been great to me, man. If they want a swan song, I'll give it to them.
How would you feel about a fight with JDS? The guy's a pretty good boxer.
He's a great boxer, you know, but as I say about fight everybody, I have my advantages too, you know, and I'm going to do my best to fight in those spots.
How do you feel about being called the Black Fedor?
I think it's cool, man. I mean, I respect Fedor a ton, you know, and the crazy thing is outside of our body types, we're not that similar. We don't fight that much alike. You know, I think people just look at you and see you're a short heavyweight, not the most ripped up guy, and they just say, oh, he's like Fedor. But there are many guys out there that actually are more like him than I am.
But it sounds cool, Daniel.
It is pretty cool. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to seem too excited, you know, but it is pretty cool.
Thanks so much today for the lesson and for talking with us, Daniel. Best of luck in the future.
Thank you for having me.